points come from how they run the offense, alley oops, putbacks, etc. He's not, offensively gifted,
Right.
as he's going to create his own shot and,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that type of stuff. So, um, yeah, man, this is going to be an interesting one tonight
Right.
at the Garden. The Garden will be rocking, I'm sure, and we're going to see how, uh, you know, Spider responds. He responded pretty well after a poor or maybe lackluster
Game
game 6
six, yeah.
that he played. And at home, the fans had a lot of people had calls to pause and things to say about him, and he responded in a phenomenal way. The way that a dog or a lion backed in, with its back against a cage would respond. Um, and they were able to dominate uh, Detroit in that game 7 in their house and get the victory. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Like you mentioned, man, I was one of the ones that was on this show when a couple of years ago when free agency was going on. That I wanted Donovan Mitchell over Jalen Brunson, right? I know he's a New York kid, so and now they made the trade. Utah made the trade for him to go to Cleveland, and I believe that same year we acquired Jalen Brunson in free agency. So, and then been history ever since, man. Jalen Brunson has played well as a New York Knicks, and it's crazy that we down to this matchup again, man. So, and they had some good battles. I believe the season series is 2-1. I believe the Knicks beat them 2 out of 3. They had a classic game in Christmas, but you really can't really tell. You can't really go by the regular season, which we always say throw the regular season records out. Playoffs is different beast because they acquired James Harden at the trade deadline, and James Harden didn't play 2 of those 3 games. So he's gonna play a big part on what they do as far as facilitating the basketball and scoring, right? So, like I said, Knicks, it's right there, right? I don't know. We was at the same position last year. Everybody felt like last year was the year, and this, like I said, this is a different matchup. But if you don't win in that, if you don't win this and get to the NBA Finals now, I don't know when you're gonna win it, right? So this is a great opportunity for the Knicks. Hope they could capitalize on it, man. Like I said, this matchup is a different matchup because they got bigs. They got bigs too. They got great guard play. They got snipers that's coming off the bench. They got veterans that's coming off the bench. When you talk about Dennis Schroeder, I talk about the snipers, Max Strus and Sam Merrill, who played well on Sunday. Hit a lot of big threes coming off the bench. So, and I respect Kenny Atkinson as a coach. I felt like he didn't get a fair shot when he was in Brooklyn. The whole situation with Brooklyn. When they got KD and Kyrie, so-called forced them out and everything. But Kenny Atkinson could coach. I can see. I seen it. He definitely could coach. So this is definitely gonna be an interesting series. I'm looking forward to it tonight, 8 o'clock. The Garden gonna be rocking. We already mentioned it's 90 degrees outside, so they're gonna be acting crazy outside the Garden tonight. So, and everybody's healthy, man. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. I need it from the top, off the top sports radio. All right. So, yeah, man. So other basketball news, right? I want to also talk about WNBA, right? We know this young lady, right? Kennedy Carter, right? And we talked about brought her name up on this show plenty of times, right? With we was asking why she is not in the league last year, why she's playing overseas. We talked about it a couple of years ago when she was on Chicago, and we was like, yo, she's really like that, right? So actually watching out. They was playing on Sunday. They was playing. It was a good game too.
Dream.
The Dream, Atlanta Dream, right? And I'm just watching, and she come off the bench. B, when I say instant offense, like
Yeah.
instant offense.
That's her game.
And I believe the night before that, she scored 27 points off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting back like, yo, do some of these teams, do they want to win? Like, how you let the reigning champions, pick up a scoring machine like Kennedy Carter? And I'm just sitting there like, how?
She's gonna come up big for them too this year. Like in
What?
a lot of big moments, she's gonna come up big for them for sure.
Yo, I'm just sitting there be like, do these teams want to win? Do y'all really want to win? Like, she could have been there on any roster and contribute, be a starter on half of these teams. The expansion teams. Why you didn't even tried it? Toronto and Portland. Add Kennedy Carter on your team. Yo, like I said, I don't know what happened, why she was out the league for the year, but shout out to Teresa Weatherspoon, I believe was on that staff now with Becky Hammond. I must have tapped Becky Hammond and made the phone call like, you need her on the squad. She's gonna take you, and that's what it is. Like,
they're about championships over there.
yeah, and then all these other teams are not.
Who the hell is this on my
All these other teams are not. So it's just like crazy.
Who the hell?
You want to pick it up or not? You on live all at the Top Sports Radio?
Yeah, what's up? You know the deal. You know who this is. I don't need to say too much. But this is the greatest Spurs fan of all time. We back, homeboy, and you only seen a taste of what he can do. My man was throwing stuff in like he was King Kong, and that was Empire State Building. Y'all stop playing my young boy. I told y'all, we back, homeboy. That's all I wanted to say. You go back to your show, homie. We'll see New York in the finals.
Hey, yo, Derek, yo, don't call off here like that, yo.
Listen, I can't. You saw what happened yesterday. 41 and 24. I don't gotta say too much. Bro. I don't gotta say too much. And Castle, with 11 turnovers, and 3-4 steals, and you got Dylan Harper with 7 steals. You tripping, man? You tripping? We gave him a taste. See, the Thunder daughter was sweet. They're gonna sweep through the first two and catch us greasy. Nah, bro. We got something for that behind it. All of us are under 25. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna go 6 because I respect the Thunder. Like Shea had a bad night. He had 24 and 11, and he had 5 steals. So I respect him on that. Yeah. But we beating the series, homie. I ain't tripping.
Hey,
we'll see.
Hey, I know I didn't give credit to the coach, Mitch Johnson. That's his name, right, Mitch Johnson?
I think coach. I think he got our coach a little bit yesterday, but Wimby was pissed that what's the name got it on his floor. It was kind of remnant to what happened back in the day when Dale Robinson got the MVP, and we were the home team. Mm-hmm. So that stuff really does something to you. You look somebody, you look real sporty. You're like, oh, okay, you want to do this on the floor? Okay, all right. But listen, I just wanted to talk ish. I ain't gonna stay too long. I'm gonna get on home. I respect all of y'all, but Spurs are back, baby.
All right, Dag. All right.
All right, yo.
All right, bro. I'll definitely be watching tonight, yo.
Oh yeah. Listen. Donovan Mitchell said y'all gonna stop put some respect on his name too. But
okay.
I like Jalen Brunson. A lot of people at Philly do not like Jalen Brunson, bro.
Hey, man. It remains to be seen, man. I ain't gonna say too much.
Right on.
I ain't getting pumped, man. Right now, man. I ain't gonna say too much.
You know what it's hitting for.
I don't know what it's hitting for.
Listen, if it's an us and y'all part 2, trust me, we'll be coming, bro. I'm telling you, we have more hungry.
Hey, tell them keep it going, man. Keep it going.
All right.
All right, that's my guy, Derek, man.
I can't believe. Not only him calling up here after game 1 with the foolishness, but after all of the fucking theatrics that you had last week, now you sitting here backpedaling.
Hey, and I ain't backpedaling.
I don't know what it's hitting for.
Look,
you
man.
You came and celebrated as if it was NBA Finals guaranteed last week.
Hey, listen.
And now you are...
I just don't want to get...
Humble June?
And I ain't humble June. I just don't want to get hyped up. Because, sometimes when I do get too hyped up, it
I
don't
need
go
this
my
same.
way.
I need this energy all through the series.
I don't go my way.
Even if y'all go up 2-0, I want this same attitude right here. I
Hey,
don't want you
it's
to wait until y'all go up and then you
it's
be like, yeah, New
strictly-
York, I told you, orange and blue skies and the blood.
It's strictly
Come
business.
on, brother.
It's strictly business at the end of the day,
All
man.
right, man.
We gotta go. We got
right.
somewhere to get to, man,
All
in the
right.
month of June, man.
All right, man.
All right. So, definitely, man. Hey, Reg, what's going on, man? What's up, man? I know you say you wanted to get into the conversation, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Join us real quick, man. Grab a chair, man. It's our guy, our intern for the radio station. Right there. Wait, you want to sit? Wait.
No, this chair right here, right?
Yeah. So you can.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, Reg, man. Thanks
Where
for joining
that?
us, man.
No
What's
problem.
up, man? What's up? I know you say sports is your thing. You
Yup.
definitely wanted to get in the conversation. So, we really talking NBA right now. Second half of our show is gonna be strictly football.
Okay, no
but,
problem.
Yeah, man. What was your thoughts on the game last night? I don't know if you watched it last night.
I'm gonna be honest, the game was unbelievable, man. Wemby, he's just like unstoppable, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So, all right, man. What's your thoughts on tonight game, man? I know you're a Boston fan.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I hate both teams, but I'm going with Cleveland, man. I want James Harden to win his first championship. He deserved it, man.
All right,
All
as
right,
fast
man.
as you
Let's
made
get-
your
right.
appearance on the
Yeah,
show,
you have a good one, man.
My God, man.
We'll see
You
you
can
later.
make a quick.
Tell you,
exit.
man, he
You
deserved
can
it, man.
go
For
against
real.
the
Like,
team.
nah.
But if you feel like that, hey, man.
I mean, that's cool.
That's cool.
I don't think Cleveland.
That's
I don't think any. I mean, my personal opinion is whoever win the Western Conference Finals is gonna win the championship. I know you ain't gonna like to hear that, June. It is what it is. But,
It is what it is, man.
But I think the two best teams in the NBA right now are on that side man.
Cleveland and Spurs, man. Those are two teams, man. For real.
Yeah, okay.
The Knicks is like the Cowboys, man. They just like they always choke, man.
You've been watching Cam, then. You can't compare the Knicks to the Cowboys, like. Nah.
I don't think it's the same.
Nah.
I think the Knicks are a little different. But I mean, big market, and for whatever reason, things just haven't been going their way. I think they had a shot back in the '90s, but like I said, we talked about, we talked about Michael Jordan and how he kind of stopped a lot of people, not just Patrick Ewing and the Knicks, but other superstars as well from winning championships. So that time was a little difficult. The best shot that you guys did have was against Houston. Y'all took them to 7 games, man.
Right.
So close, but for whatever,
I
know the ball
John
didn't.
Starks just keep
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah. So it's just one of those things, man. I don't know what the fuck Cam talking
They
about.
just gotta play better, man. I feel like the matchups, like Cat. I don't know if he can handle Mobley and Allen, man. They might be too much for him, man. He's kind of soft, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cat's like inconsistent, man. I don't think he gonna be able to handle it.
Oh, you talking about Karis LeVert?
No, he
Nah,
said Cat.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said
Cat,
Karis.
yeah.
I thought you said Karis.
Yeah, Cat's just like, I don't know, man. Like, them two together, like, Allen played really good D, grab rebounds. Mobley, he's good on both sides of the ball. So, we'll see, man. Then Mitch Roberts hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's dealing with a little aches and what's in, but he ain't there tonight. Far as Cat can't handle those guys, I think if I look at the numbers, Cat had big games against them. So I don't know. What you're
This
talking about.
playoffs, man. We going to this the
Hey,
playoffs,
hey,
man.
and he's been playing well, playing in the system well in the playoffs. So I don't know, man. Like I said, them guys, like I said, they do present a big challenge.
I think the last series, not to cut you off, I think the last series with Philly, the reason why it might have seemed like Cat struggled a little bit because, Joel Embiid is a talented offensive player that demands a lot of attention.
Right.
I don't think that Cleveland has that at the center position. So, I don't expect Cat to be in any type of foul trouble this series. I think, this is his series or, what we say styles make fights. I think that this is one of those series where he'll be able to play more, but and without actually being in any type of foul trouble because he doesn't have to defend anyone that's going to put that type of offensive pressure on him. So
Yeah,
should
I
be a
can
little
agree with
different
that.
series for him.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. But like I mentioned earlier, the season series between those guys was 2-1. Cat in the Christmas game, I believe he had like 25 points and 14 rebounds in that game. So I I say, man.
He's a great player, man. Just I
Mhm.
feel like he shoot a lot of threes. He should go to the post more, kind of just like work his magic a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but the offense that Mike Brown run don't call for the center to be in the post a lot. Like if you followed Mike Brown offense the past couple of years, Sabonis, he was getting triple doubles a game. He was averaging 8 assists a game, and that offense called for the center to do a lot of passing. He'll probably go to the post at times when they do have a mismatch, but no, the offense. Of course, we want to see the '90s basketball where the
Of
big
course.
men play down in the box, but those days are over. It's positionless
Un- un-
basketball now. We play.
Unfortunately, man, like I wish oh man, the big men nowadays they just want to shoot threes,
Yeah,
man. It's crazy, man.
that is the game.
Miss, yeah,
You can't control that.
that's a fact.
That's the game today. But like I said, man, it's about to kick off, man, at the Garden in less than an hour away. So remains to be seen, man. Definitely an interesting matchup, man. Definitely an interesting matchup between those two teams. All right. So as we head to the we almost to our second half hour of the show. Let's shout out the sponsors real quick. Uh, if we can, Zay, real. Mm-hmm. Cause without the sponsors, there will be no show, man. So shout out to Off the Top Sports Radio. It's one sponsor I'm gonna definitely shout them out today. But we got one that we definitely gonna add real soon to everything. But let me shout them out real quick. Shout out to Clarity, man. Shout out to my brother Jay, man. Always supporting the show. Uh, Also, shout out to today is Tuesday, by the way, right? And Deal of the Day Tuesdays. Let's shout out Master Pizza. Master Pizza. Remember, if you go to both locations, the West Orange location and the Livingston location, and you mention Off the Top Sports Radio, you get 15% off your purchase today. So don't forget to mention Off the Top Sports Radio. All right. And second deal of the day for Tuesday would be Hookah and Chill. Don't forget. If you mention Off the Top Sports Radio at both locations, the East Orange location and the South Orange location, you get 20% off your purchase. So don't forget to mention Off the Top Sports Radio at both locations. All right. Shout out to my guy DM, man. DM doing big things. I believe they do the Thursday night training right there at 14 Depot Square in Montclair, New Jersey. So definitely check out my guy DM if you're looking to get some off-season workout and high school students. All right, and middle school students. He do accept middle school students too. Nice. All right. Sand Sports Multimedia Network. Shout out to my guy BJ, man. BJ, man. He say he got some things cooking, man. He'll definitely be back on the network. But it got other shows going on the network right now. When you talk about Talk Your Wish Tuesday, which is coming up right after our show at 8 o'clock. You got the Side Joan on Saturday. So definitely follow the Sand Sports Multimedia Network on Facebook and IG on all social media networks. So shout out to my guy Sam's. SoCo Bar and Grill. Shout out to Corey and the family over there at SoCo Bar and Grill. If you're looking for any type of nightlife, check out SoCo Bar and Grill, man. They got a lot of events coming up, so go check out their page on IG, SoCo Bar and Grill. So definitely check them out. And last but not least, Goose Heads Insurance. Shout out to our girl Gloria. If you're looking for any type of insurance, and I mean any type of insurance, check Goose Heads Insurance out. And check out Gloria out. She'll definitely help you with that. All right, and I believe that's all our sponsors. Definitely gonna have more sponsors. I'm definitely gonna make the official announcement come next week on the show. But some more sponsors definitely gonna join our sponsor team for sure. So be on the lookout for that. And if anybody watching, you want to be a sponsor on the show, hit us up, hit me or be up, or hit the Top Sports page up at any time. All right. All right, let's get to the schedules, right? We got the schedules on, Doug? Yes. So, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we had, you know, talked about some of the games last week. They kind of leaked some of the games out, but Thursday was the real thing, man. They put the full schedule out, and we're gonna start off with the Super Bowl champs, Seattle. Seattle kicks off with the Patriots. They're giving a Super Bowl rematch. And that game is on Thursday, right? Wednesday. Wednesday. So they're giving us the Wednesday night game. I believe the last time the NFL kicked off on a Wednesday was the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. I believe when the Giants won the Super Bowl in 2011. That was the last time I believe they had a Wednesday night game. Yeah, man. Seattle. I'm looking at the first. Let's look at the first 3 games. I believe it's the Patriots. And we got Cardinals right there.
After the Patriots game,
Yep, Cardinals.
Okay. 2 winnable games, right? I believe, right?
Yeah.
But it's the NFL, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, that Cardinals game is a division game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an important game.
Those are tricky. You kind of throw the records out of the window with those types of games. But I don't know what Seattle is going to have coming up this year, as it pertains to the quarterback position. They're going to be with rolling with Jacoby Brissett, and probably maybe things might work out better. I think that there was some rumblings in that camp about Kyler Murray, kind of being more focused on being an entitled player as opposed to just working hard and just making things work within the offense. I think he was one of those tough teammates. So now that he's not there, and you even saw it last year, when he didn't play, things kind of flowed a little better,
right.
Offensively with the Cardinals. So though he is a talent, I think that his time was up in Arizona, and it was time for him to have get a change of scenery, which he now has as he's in Minnesota now. But I don't, like I said, it could be a benefit, but it's something that we will definitely have to see. Because the Cardinals did play well, like the first few games last year, and then things just kind of all fell apart. So, divisional game though.
Yeah. One thing I look at when these schedules drop is the hard part of the schedule, right? I believe
it's all hard, man.
Yeah, it's all. It is. It is. It is.
You know how I am with that hard part of the schedule. Because we're basing everything off of a previous year,
right?
And this is something that you and I talk about all the time, June. Where I feel like the NFL is really year to year, man.
Right.
I mean, just because you have a team that was pretty good last year, doesn't mean that they're going to be good the next year. You do have teams that sneak up on you. That's kind of like that fly under the radar, end up being good, like Chicago was a couple years ago, or last year maybe. And then now those teams have targets on their back because people know that they were good the year before. So you kind of prepare different. Teams are going to look at you a little different and kind of like have you circled on their calendar. Like, yeah, I can't wait to play those guys. And then, you get players back from injuries and things like that. Teams that kind of struggle due to injury get, players back like Washington. They're going to have Jaden Daniels back this year in that early matchup, barring that he doesn't get hurt early again or, any type of situation like that. But everything's year to year. So, the hard part of the schedule, we don't know what the hard part of the schedule is yet because ain't no games been played. Now, if you go based off last year, you could look at a lot of these teams and expect them to be good, but we have had situations where we expected teams to be good and they weren't so good. Or maybe they start off good and then they start falling off. I think that is something that pertains every year. I know you looking at probably that stretch right there, October 4th. Starting with the Chargers, and then they got San Fran, and then they got Denver, and then they got KC, and then they got the Bears, and then so I know that's that stretch that you're looking at, but it's a very possible thing where 2 of these 3 teams could suck, or vice versa, or they all could be good, and then it's a legit gauntlet of a schedule. People might look at that November 15th. Matchup against Vegas, and Vegas could be one of those teams that shocked the world this year and end up turning out being playing good football. So
You never know.
You just
got a
never
tough
know.
schedule, man.
Just never know. You know, the NFL, because there's only 32 teams and the same 32 teams play each other every year. I mean, you know, these are pros, man. Every game, if you don't play well enough, you know, there are teams that are considerably bad that can beat really good teams.
Right.
And you know, teams that we deem to be really, really good that we feel like should dominate, and you know the spread is usually double digit and very high, and you know the outcome of the game goes a different way. So you know, looking at the schedule, I think that it is a formidable schedule, especially when you talk about the divisions that they're playing. They're going to be playing you know, within their own division, the NFC West. They're going to be playing the AFC West, and they're also going to be playing the NFC East. Which, you know, that in itself is tough. And then I believe they had the first place schedule. So, you know, you're going to play teams like the Panthers that won the NFC South last year. And that other first place game is week 1 against the Patriots.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's a good schedule. We'll see how Sam Darnold and company are able to you know, respond. They did, you know, lose quite a few pieces. Kenneth Walker gone. They're going to be going into this year with, you know, a new running backs room. Considering, you know, depends on what happened with Zach Charbonnet, if he's healthy enough to come back week 1 or not after, you know, the ACL injury that he suffered. And they went and got your guy from Notre Dame, Jadarian Price. Which I think they're very high on. He might be fantasy owners' week 1 starter for the Seattle Seahawks until, you know, Zach Charbonnet shows that he's healthy enough to come back. So, you know, Jackson Smith and Jigba still out there looking to, you know, do it again. You know, after being offensive player of the year, you want to be consistent. You want to show the league that, you know, it wasn't just a fluke, and he don't had to go out there and have 1,700 yards and you know 15 touchdowns.
Right.
You know, it's just about consistency at this point. Remain, you know, be another 1,000-yard receiver. You know, catch some touchdowns, catch some first downs. Be you know, vital and pivotal to that offense. You know, as you were last year. And you know, make Sam Darnold's job easier, because they're gonna need you more. As the veteran, you guys are the veterans now, considering the fact that, you know, like I said, Kenneth Walker gone. They, you know, lost Tariq Woolen on defense as well.
Right. I forgot.
Yeah, Tariq Woolen, he's gone. So we'll see. I look forward to watching the champs defend their title.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll see, man. As far as Seattle. All right. What's the next schedule we have up there? Niners and another NFC West. Another NFC West. And they actually open up with the Rams on Thursday night, right? I believe. I think that's a Thursday night game.
It is.
International game too, right?
Yes. In London.
In London. Okay, so 2 teams that know each other very well.
Very.
You know, so that should be an interesting matchup. All right. Then
Niners are a wild card. I don't know what to think of this team this year. You know, the Brandon Ayuk thing is still a thing.
It's crazy. He's still on that roster.
I almost feel like they're making him suffer.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna let you out of this situation. I don't know what's going on with that. And you know, this is a team that's gotten older. And they went and picked up an old receiver.
A couple of old receivers.
I was about to say a couple old receivers. So, you know, they're on the side of, you know, the age is a thing. I don't know if that was, you know, I don't know if this is a move for now or, you know, they're a wild card for me this year. Usually I know, and, you know, based off what I feel, I don't know. I think that, you know, they got the band back. Robert Saleh is the defensive coordinator.
No, he not.
Oh no, he left. My
He
bad.
left.
He got the job in Tennessee, right?
Tennessee.
So
Yeah.
so now they're coming in with a new DC, right?
Yeah, new DC. Who
Damn.
the DC though? Sleeves on here already saying bang bang Niner game.
Oh my God.
Who
They're
the DC?
DC.
I forgot who's the DC.
Because I was hoping it was gonna be one guy,
It's a popular dude too.
and then they ended up. Oh, it's Raheem. Jersey.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Raheem Morris,
Okay,
defense. Yeah, my bad. So Raheem Morris is going to be leading the defense this year. Raheem is, respected as a defensive coordinator in the
Very
NFL.
respected.
As
a head coach, we don't know.
Yeah, as a head coach, he's had his inconsistencies.
It's one of them situations. He's a great coordinator, but coach,
yeah,
I don't know.
So we'll see how he, coaches that unit up. It's a young unit. Fred Warner should be back off the foot injury.
Right.
And then you still, you got Kyle over there calling the offense. So, it's a new look offense. I'm interested to see how this works with, what's my guy name with Mike Evans. We'll see, man. It's a good schedule. I see they play internationally more than once too. They got the Vikings, and the Vikings have been like a thorn in their side the last couple years. They play in Mexico. Just a few games to highlight from their schedule. They play the Broncos October 4th. Another divisional game October 11th. The Washington game should be interesting, considering the fact it would be even more interesting if they would have let Brandon Ayuk go and he signs with Washington,
right,
which is has been suspected around the league that's where he wants to be with Jaden Daniels, his college quarterback. In November 15th against Dallas, a team that they pretty much have dominated, to be honest, the last probably 3 years or so. But it's, I guess a lot of people will say it's a new look Dallas team defensively. So we'll see how that goes. And that one is in AT&T this time. They don't got to go out to Santa Clara.
Because it's been like, for
been
some
crazy.
reason, been scheduled.
It's been on the road every year. I'm like, damn, can we get these motherfuckers at home once?
What? The last time y'all played was the playoff game.
Yeah, and
fight.
back in 21.
21.
Yeah, so, December 6th, they come to MetLife.
I'm mad about that. I wanted to catch them early. Yeah, right that time might be cold as hell outside.
That should be a good game.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully the Giant season is not over.
Brock Purdy's still their quarterback, right? For San Fran. Brock Purdy's still their quarterback. He's still their
He's
quarterback,
still
right?
Yeah, he's still quarterback.
He's not bad though.
Nah, he's still quarterback. The team, man. Last year, remember coming into the season last year, when they did the rankings, who got the easiest schedule, it was the 49ers. And they capitalized on that easy schedule, right? So
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, I believe it. With all the injuries, right? They capitalized with that easy schedule, and they made a run to the playoffs. It was cut short, of course, by Seattle. But yeah, man. And now this year they like in the middle of the pack, so it's not so easy because you have the champions in your division, and you got a Rams team that was right there at the end to make it to the Super Bowl. So.
Now you have the NFC conference, NFC championship game rematch, but they made it January 3rd. My problem with that is that's so late in the season. I don't know if anybody plays.
Talking about Philly, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody plays.
Pretty sure we'll play our starters.
That game, that's not the last game, but okay. What if there's nothing on the line, or what if there is something on the line? It's not the very last game; it's the next to last. So maybe they might.
That should have been scheduled a little earlier.
That should have been scheduled a little earlier. You got, they got play KC 2 days after Christmas. And when you look at that, they got 3 games in 11 days in that stretch in December. And I believe they actually play on Thanksgiving this year as well, against Seattle. November 29th. No, that's a Sunday.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving.
The Thanksgiving is like the 26th or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
But that December 6th, the 13th, and December 17th, that's 11 days. That's 3 games in 11 days. So, and
that's
then
kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Much needed, a much needed break. I don't know, it's not something that they're typically used to because they, it's not often that they play these types of stretches.
Right.
But we will see what happens with the Niners this year. Very interesting.
I forgot Dre Greenlaw went back over there too. to the 49ers. Some people don't bounce back from injuries. I think that injury kind of slowed them down a little bit. And they got a couple of year linemen, right, B?
No, they picked up also Diggy Zua in a trade.
Yeah.
So, Sleeve said we in the era of 1 year deals. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I don't know.
They still paying a lot of jokers over there though. Top tier money.
Well, yeah, Brandon Ayuk is one of them.
Yeah.
So like I said,
down last year.
I don't know what
That
they're
is
gonna do
wild,
in that situation.
bro. That's why I'm
is
so
he like a
confused with
June
this
1st cut?
Oh, because that's what we waiting for next, right? And,
yeah, that's what we trying to see what happens with AJ Brown.
With there's a couple of guys that's gonna be on cuts.
Yeah, so we going to the
AJ
next.
Brown didn't get cut yet, right? He's still on Philly, right?
Who?
AJ Brown.
As of right now,
I think he's going to New England, man. They keep talking about it. I think he's gonna go to the Patriots. That might be a good fit for him, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, Zay, we can get the next schedule. All right.
Speaking
Talking
of Philly,
My boys right here,
right?
Philly.
Okay, so it looks like they kick things off with Washington, NFC East battle. Then who they have next? Tennessee.
You should be able to beat them. And then Chicago might be tough. Chicago might be a tough game. We lost to them last year, so I mean.
Hey, Tennessee got Robert Salah over there.
Yeah, I ain't here to say what's tough and ain't. Right? I'm just reading.
Man.
You see, I'm reading off just the teams. I don't know who's gonna be tough and who won't.
Right.
I expect Tennessee to probably be a little more competitive.
The issue you might have a problem with is like,
too. So.
And they have two guys that's been head coaches on that staff. Robert Salah ain't new to this, and Brian Dable, I think gonna.
He's gonna help.
I think,
Ward a lot as he develops into the type of quarterback that he wants to be. They went offense, with their first pick. So with Tennessee, so yeah, it's the schedule is the schedule. I mean, you have your divisional games. I guess the week they have some, they
Probably
gotta,
Pittsburgh.
they get a bye before they go into the 2 games in 4 days with Pittsburgh, and then you play Dallas on Thanksgiving this year. I'm gonna have to eat early. And
get them out of here early.
I don't usually eat when we playing.
Get them
I
out
gotta
of here,
eat
man.
early.
Get
them out of here, bro. Get them out of here, bro. They say the same thing every year, bro. Come on, bro. This is crazy, man.
What do I say every year?
They say Dallas got everybody say Dallas going to Super Bowl every year. Come on, bro. Do the same.
I don't know who said that. I've never said
I know Cowboys fans. That's all. I got a couple cousins that like Cowboys.
You sure they fans or they?
Nah, they real fans. Trust me. They like Dallas.
Philly also has a 3-game and 13-day stretch. Starting December 6th against Arizona, and then they go and play the Colts, and then they have a matchup. I believe that's Seattle on a Saturday. Well, the Saturday, I guess before Christmas. And then they play Christmas Eve, so they actually have 4 games in 18 days, which is kind of wild. We'll see how they make it out that stretch, especially with the last 2 games being against 2 very good defensive teams from previous year, right? And when you talk about Seattle and Houston, who was the number 1 defense last year, I guess you can call that their tough stretch. There is a pretty interesting stretch early in October, starting week 4 against LA as well. Then they had to go to London against the Jacksonville Jaguars. There was a resurgence of the Panthers last year. Maybe they're going to be trying to build off of that. And then you got 3 divisional games back to back from week 7 to 9.
That's insane.
So right before the bye. So yeah, it's very interesting how they put this schedule together. For Philly. They're things. I don't believe things are done there, personnel wise. They're going to be a very different type of team. How they look. They did add some receivers. Hollywood Brown and
Kyle Lemon.
Makai Lemon, the rookie. Slot Merch.
I think they gonna run the ball.
I think they're going to try to get back to running the ball too.
That's the game plan,
that
man.
opens up everything else when they run. The ball. Yeah, when they execute and run the ball effectively, that opens up everything as far as the offensive, the passing game too.
Right.
But like I said, it's a different set of receivers. So I guess we'll see how it looks. I guess the first 4 weeks things might look a little funny. The offensive coordinator has changed once again for the Eagles as
This
well.
is fifth one.
Yeah, fifth or sixth.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I give it the first quarter to give. That's the fill out period. I think they're going to rely heavily on Saquon early on to start the season offensively, and then try to get things going as the season progresses with the passing game. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I know we talking NFL, but I see the breaking news.
Yeah.
I was trying to see what was the red mark on my thing, but Jason Kidd is out as the head coach of Dallas Mavericks.
Wow. That's insane.
Somebody got to take the blame, man. Somebody got to take
Jason
the blame
Kidd,
while
though?
they're in the lottery again.
They're gonna blame
but
Jason Kidd though. It ain't his fault.
They had
Come on.
nothing. I mean,
Dealt with a lot of injuries.
It's not his fault, man. Like they got the ninth pick again this year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They got back to back. I think they had
top
ninth
lottery
pick
picks.
last year, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Nah, they had the number one pick last year.
Oh yeah, Cooper Flag. I forgot.
Flag. Yeah, they
Yeah.
had the number one pick last year. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man. Then I see you in the chat, Reg. Y'all gonna make a run this year again, man? Definitely bounce back from last year.
Who you talking about?
Eagles.
Yeah, man. I think so, man. I think like Jalen Hurts, man. He don't get a lot of credit, man. He don't get enough credit, to be honest. I think people talk a bit negative about him, man.
You think people talk negative?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think Jalen Hurts don't get. People always say that he don't throw the ball as much. I don't agree, man.
You watch the games, or
Of course I do, man. I just feel like he like a
I
top.
don't think it's negative. I think it's just critique. I think
that's
it's
his
football
play style,
critique.
man. He just like to, run. I mean, I get he should throw the ball more, but can't change his game,
No, we agree, but that's going. I think that's going to hurt your offense more than it's going to make it better, because it's people. This is something that me and June talk about all the time, and we'll give you a little lesson. With NFL defensive coordinators, they are a smart bunch, and you can technically say that the defensive coordinators in the NFL. I'm not. Shut the fuck up. Anytime somebody critiques something, you are the ignorant thinker, bro. I've seen your podcast tapes. But this is analytical shit. Like when we're talking about, you made me lose my train of thought just that fast. What I said? What were we talking about? The lesson, right?
No, you're talking about
The
defensive
defensive coordinators. Right now, it seems like defensive coordinators are ahead of offensive coordinators for whatever reason. Like the defenses, and it goes in ebbs and flows like that. Like at one point in time, offenses or offensive coordinators were just that much ahead of defenses that it was just kind of hard, just league wide on average, to stop NFL offenses. Now, the pendulum has switched. Right now, it's the defensive coordinators are kind of ahead of the offensive coordinators, and one thing that you have to do is every year you have to elevate your game. Individually, have to elevate your game, because these defensive coordinators go as far as to learn every type of tendency that you possibly have. They study tape. They're looking at how many, or what you like, your tendencies on the 3-step drop, what your tendencies are on a 5-step drop. When you're about to throw the ball, what you do. If you stare down a receiver, they're understanding that. All of that type of stuff. They understand what schemes give you the worst looks or or frustrates you the most.
So you trying to say that he need to elevate his game a little more, Jalen Hurts?
Individually, because we've seen when the run game wasn't as good as it was in the year before with Saquon. Okay, I'll just give you this. Last year was his first year throwing for 25 touchdowns in the season.
Yeah.
And we understand that might not be your offense, but there's a lot of guys that are in run-first offenses that can at least do that. And then when you're thinking about the weapons that he has around him, the arsenal that was A.J. Brown, Smitty, Goddard, and Saquon, who catches the ball pretty good out of the backfield.
Facts.
you have to look at it and say, yo, this offense should be
Better.
flying around.
Yeah, fact. It should be a
I
little
don't
better.
recall any. I don't, and I have looked this up, but I don't think that they ever have been like a top 5 offense. Now they have been overall. Now they have been a top
Maybe that
5
year when they won the
run
Super-
offense
Wow.
before, but when it comes to passing the ball, they have been middle of the pack to pretty much kind of poor.
And I'm not taking up for Jalen
Right.
Hurts. I don't really care about what they.
No, I
do.
got you.
But the play calling dude.
Come
Plays
on, man, we
a lot
can't keep
into
blaming
it.
the play calling because
You
at
know-
one point they had a offensive guru and genius that y'all said. I mean, and they won the Super Bowl with him, so you got to give him credit. But Kellen Moore, and he only threw 18 touchdown passes with Kellen Moore. But again, that's because Saquon went ballistic.
Yeah.
But what I also say is people be like, when you have a guy that's running the ball like that. Your offense or your passing offense is going to suffer a little,
yeah.
And then I bring you to
It
guys
should
like
open it up, though.
it should.
Oh, it should open it up.
Look, I bring you to a guy like Lamar Jackson who had Derrick Henry run for 1,900 yards, but guess what? He threw for 40 touchdowns with no Smitty, with no AJ, just a really damn good tight end in Mark Andrews.
He need help.
And likely.
Lamar Jackson need help. I ain't gonna lie. He needs some help over there, man. Baltimore, like every year, they just
Help from what? I don't know. I just think that they falling short for
for
whatever
sure.
reason. They
I
had
ain't
their
got enough
opportunities. They had their opportunities to make plays.
Right.
Zay Flowers is fumbling at the goal line. That
Mark
can't
Andrews.
happen.
Maybe he
Mark
should leave.
Andrews
Can't
is
catch.
dropping shit that's in his hand like this that he always. Routine shit catches that he should catch. Sometimes the ball just doesn't fall the way you need it to. Like
maybe Lamar should leave, man. I don't know. Stay somewhere where you can't.
No, it's not. Because
Now,
they're competitive every year.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't win it or win as a team doesn't mean that you should leave and automatically, if you go somewhere else, you're gonna win it. That's
now
not
my
true.
thing with you just said Lamar might need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's on him. Now, John Harbaugh was the scapegoat of why they was not being successful. Now he's out of there now. Lamar, it's on you, brother.
But I don't know if John Harbaugh was the scapegoat to non-success. I guess they felt like John Harbaugh,
I thought
for
he
whatever
was
reason, they was falling short
Yeah.
every time. But if there were plays that the players didn't make, there were plays that Zay Flowers didn't make, there were plays that Mark Andrews didn't make, there were plays, outside of maybe, and there was some plays that Lamar probably left on the field too. But we'll see. What happens. Listen, winning is a lot of things. You have to be really good. You have to be really lucky, and things have to just fall in your place. And that's happened for some teams, and that's happened for teams that it just didn't happen for. It is what it is. You saying did Lamar win the Super Bowl? That don't take away from the fact of how great of a quarterback he is. Like, I mean,
Right.
shit, we just seen Sam Darnold be on the team and win the Super Bowl. He can't fucking carry Lamar's water bottle. So I mean, I hate when people bring that type of.
Did he win an
I know the
MVP though?
name of the game is to win, but you got to understand what it takes in totality to win. Everybody has to do their job. The defense has to, and the people.
Complete
You
team.
try, I mean,
From
Philly
the front
Phil-
office.
Listen,
From the front office.
from the front office
to
all the
the
way
last
down.
guy.
And I'll say this: Philly's defense was immaculate the year they won the Super Bowl.
Which year?
Immaculate.
Which year?
Yes, the
Which-
year that y'all just won.
Oh, 2000. Oh,
Yeah, I ain't talking about the other one was a shootout, and that was where the luck played.
Oh, my
you
God.
fucking got Nick Foles to play the 3 luckiest fucking games of his life to end up getting it.
beat
No,
the-
and it's cool. I get it. You won. That's cool. He still got the mantle in the locker room and all of that shit. But what I'm saying is, as far as the cliche saying, and it's not really cliche because it's been proven. Defense wins championships, and when when you have the hottest defense probably in the playoffs, and that shit, it starts to get rolling. You get the result that happened in Philly, man. Like it becomes a thing where you don't have to do much. It takes the pressure off of everybody else. When if your offense is not potent. You be like, yo, my defense is going to get the stop that I need to give me the ball back. And if I get this ball back in a specific spot, and I will give Jalen Hurts that credit, if he gets the ball in a certain spot, he can hurt you. It's great to put them away and put them away early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
All right, man. We got some more schedules to get to. Let's go to the other side of PA real
We
quick.
ain't talking about winning. We talking about your fucking quarterback.
Pittsburgh, man. Schedule right here.
Falcons.
They open up with the Falcons at Atlanta, right? I believe. I think this game is
Yeah.
in Atlanta.
No,
right?
it's away.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
away,
at
okay.
Atlanta.
It's
Yeah.
at Atlanta.
Yeah.
It should be a good game.
Good game to go to. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, right?
I'm lying. It's home.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're in Pittsburgh.
Okay, they're in Pittsburgh. Okay,
Yeah.
so, and you don't know what the quarterback situation is gonna be over there, cause
No, we know what this where in Atlanta or
Yeah, Atlanta.
Oh, I thought you was talking about these motherfuckers, man.
Isn't it? What's the name?
They
Michael,
gave Aaron
Penix?
Rodgers another fucking chance.
So, yeah.
The Steelers are unserious, man, and I don't give a fuck. They are unserious organization right now to hang your hat on Aaron Rodgers for another year. It absolutely makes no sense to me. And I'm not saying, I don't know, like Aaron Rodgers has been able to live off of 2011 for 15 years.
I mean, he's still playing good, right? I mean, that's
No,
why-
he isn't. Have you seen him lately?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen him.
Oh,
man.
so come on, man. Don't get up here just saying anything now. Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers of old.
Right.
I get
And
what you're
it's
saying.
unfortunate that he had, the Achilles injury. He's, the things that made him great, he no longer does at a elite level, as far as getting out of the pocket and, extending plays and those things of that nature. He's kind of almost damn near a statue now. And I mean, what do you expect from a 42-year-old?
I was gonna say, is he washed?
It's not even about being washed. Like, it's just about hanging it up. Understanding that, motherfucker, in 5 years after you say bye-bye to the game, you will be in Canton, more than likely. I don't know, because people don't like your attitude and the shit that you be doing. But maybe they'll look past that and understand that you were, at one point, one of the greatest throwers of the football that
Yeah.
the league or that we have ever seen.
So,
man.
B, you don't think the situation is right here? I
You got two
feel
young
like,
guys. I mean,
I feel like they should go.
listen,
away
either
from him.
I think you should go Will Howard.
Yeah.
Right? Let him play for a year. If you feel like he has what it takes, then he could build off it. If he don't, then you can go draft your guy.
B.
Next year is the
They
draft.
got a new coach in there, and Mike McCarthy, who has some
Right.
familiar.
They had a riff.
He know
Things
Aaron
didn't
Rodgers.
end and it didn't end well. Yeah, but
I
he
don't
know
think he
Aaron
wanna go in
Rodgers.
there with a young quarterback in his first year, and
Listen.
they look like
I get it, but my thing is, if you are and he's been known to develop, like he does develop quarterbacks, right? So if you're one of those guys, it's like Aaron Rodgers is gonna come in. That's a headache. Do you want to deal with that shit? I'd rather say
he's gonna
fuck
be,
the head.
42. What? I
42 years old, man.
Yeah,
Damn
that's
near
old. That's old for a quarterback.
He's up, not old for a quarterback, old
mean-
period. Like
I mean,
to be playing football, that's old as hell. He's been playing. This is his 22nd or some shit year. Like it's
Let it go.
It's,
Yeah, I get
it's
it.
time. It's time. And I don't know if the Steelers is just looking at this shit like, yo, maybe we could just stay competitive, but I don't know what's gonna work. How this gonna work? First of all, Mike McCarthy is not a coach that they do run the ball, but he's not dedicated to running the
Run ball,
football. He uses the pass to open up the run.
Yeah.
His offense is reversed from that of what coaches like to do traditionally. So, and though Aaron knows it like the back of his hand, like I said, they have a chemistry, but he coached 36-year-old Aaron. This is 42-year-old Aaron. Another 6 years under his belt when coming off an Achilles injury a couple years ago. This is not the same Aaron Rodgers, man, and I don't understand why the Steelers let him play in their face. But
hold them hostage, bro.
do your thing. This is going to be a team that's relied heavily on defense again. I don't know how their offense is going to look. I don't see any type of potency coming from that.
They picked
with,
up
with a guy.
And you can see, and like agreeing with your point, you say he's more a pass heavy guy. They picked up Michael Pittman from, I think they picked him up or traded for him, or free agents picked him up in free agency. So they look like they're going to pass the ball a lot, man. As far as the running game, I know the kid, Kenneth Garwell, went to Tampa Bay, so Jalen Warren's back there. I don't know if they're gonna depend on the young running back that they drafted last year, Caleb Johnson. But yeah, man, and that division, I'm not gonna say it's up for grabs. I feel like Baltimore, it's Baltimore division to still to win it at the end of the day. But I they definitely gonna be in the runners for it again, man. They won the division last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, Pittsburgh, right? At the last game of the year. Yeah, they did. They did because they had hosted their own game against Houston. Yeah, they won the division last year. So they say they feel like Aaron Rodgers the one. I was just feeling sorry for bro every time he get hit. It's just like
that shit like that shit like any given Sunday. Remember the dude that Willie Beeman took his spot?
Yeah.
He just kept holding on for dear life, trying to play. It's like, dude, at some point in time, that's before your time.
Let it go.
You saw that?
Let it go.
Yeah, I seen that. I need to talk about LL Cool J and them, right?
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah. It was an old quarterback, and he just wouldn't hang it up. And his Al Pacino's daughter, played by what's Shorty name? Not Cameron. Is that Cameron Diaz? Yeah. Cameron Diaz, right? Mm-hmm. She was pleading with him, Dad, he's done. Motherfucker ain't never want to get off the field. He was throwing hurt and taking cortisone shots in the ribs and shit. That's what it reminds me of with Aaron Rodgers, man. It's just, come on, dude. What the fuck? He's just holding up the growth of these young guys behind him. He's not gonna teach them shit. He ain't that type.
Nah.
He should though. He should definitely teach
but
them.
That ain't his thing. He don't do it.
That's why
he
he's
ain't
out of
teach
Green
Jordan
Bay.
Love shit. He wasn't teaching nobody.
Yeah, Jordan Love. He was mad about that.
Jordan Love was nice though.
Like, so, all right, man. So let's move on to the next schedule.
Now we gonna run through these, man. Yeah, Dallas gonna lose that game. No, I'm saying that because that's what the fuck the world thinks. So I'm just saying what they believe. Every game they gonna lose. 0-17.
Every game.
All right. Yeah, they'll be there. Look, my man just said 3 games. Ignorant shit. But I mean, it's a good schedule. I'm looking forward to that game in Rio against Baltimore. That should be dope. They open it up with the Sunday night against the Giants.
That's the
again.
game you should be looking forward to.
I don't look forward to shit
why you skip that?
I skipped it because it's
why
fucking
you skip that?
It don't mean shit to me.
What you mean don't mean? It's the first game.
It means nothing. I mean,
when we go to week 3?
Well, I went to week 3.
Yeah, you went to week 3. Why you worrying about that when you got 2 divisions?
I'm not worrying about it. I highlighted the better game.
I'm
not concerned. I mean, last time Dallas played Giants Sunday night to open the season, it was 40-0.
Wow.
I don't really fucking concern myself with the Giants like that.
Wow.
They gotta win some games before.
The timestamp on this.
Rock bottom.
I mean,
let me get the timestamp on this.
I don't give a fuck if it's Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh.
Okay.
Bo Scarbar.
Okay.
Like.
Oh,
we ain't know. I ain't too hyped.
Shot shit tonight.
Nah, I just ain't too concerned about that shit, man.
Giants is done for.
They do the same thing every year. This is for ratings. There will be a new look Giants team, but what the fuck? I think it's gonna take a few weeks before the Harbaugh system actually.
Hey, Moo, you hearing this, Moo?
I don't think they're going to come out of the rip and just start, getting busy. I think it's going to take the Giants a few weeks before they actually start to gel. This is a new thing.
Bro, we went over all the schedules, and we was looking at the toughest part of the schedule.
Yeah, they'll have players there
like,
that buy suites and shit.
He was like, you can't pass. You can't say this is the toughest part.
No, I'm not looking past the game. Okay. I'm just not concerned with the opponent. I don't give a fuck if y'all feel like y'all gonna be good this year or not.
Right.
Just not really concerned. Yeah, you could buy a suite. There'll be a lot of Giants players there in suites and shit and all types of stuff. With good food, whatnot. Houston, that's another tough game. Defense is crazy. That's the Battle of Texas. A very very good defensive team. That they gonna bring it. Green Bay has been a nemesis for whatever reason. Just can't fucking they just got our number. That Monday night game against Philly, a division game, should be good. Shit, I gotta even look at Arizona. They got our number 2 historically. I don't know, last year they weren't much of anything. But I mean, listen, all of this shit is predicated on if my defense that is revamped on paper. I have to see if the guy that has a lot of hype around him, around the league, former coaches, players, everything. They are really giving a lot of props to Christian Parker. I'm very excited about Christian Parker this year as being the defensive coordinator because this is an unconventional move that Dallas made. I was expecting John Gannon or one of the other cool boys that's part of the good old boy group. But they went unconventional in this situation, and they got a young, innovative. This kid ain't even 35 years old, 34-year-old. Need I say, defensive back guru is very, much responsible for, a lot of all pros that, from Pat Surtain to Jair Alexander to Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, just to name a few. So one thing we do know for sure is the worst part of my team, one of the worst parts of my defensive units was my secondary, and I have a guy there that fucking knows how to coach them. Never seen him overall run a defense, but has some pretty good teachers in his career. Vic Fangio, he comes from that tree. So, we'll see how things work out going forward. I ain't really too hyped or worried about my offense. I think that as long as 4 back there, I always say the same shit. As long as 4 back there, they'll be fine. And they can successfully run the ball. My offensive line open up holes, and I don't care who back there, name or no name, things will get done. That's just how football works. If the trenches is working, things will work. But I'm just everything that I'm worried about right now is on the defensive side of the ball, man. I ain't really, I don't know why you talking to me about Al Harris. He's not a part of my team anymore. He did develop some all pros. One is no longer there. He did have a hand in Deron Bland. So Deron Bland goes from Al Harris to Christian Parker, which I feel like is no drop off. But I don't know why you're mentioning Al. He's not part of my team. Yeah. He's not a coach.
Soon as young boy.
I don't know what this is. It's a video call, so I'm definitely not answering that shit. I think we talked about the San Fran matchup, the Philly matchup on Thanksgiving, the Monday Night Football game against Seattle, which will be very tough as well. Sorry, I meant to cut this out. Then they go into a bye week, and then they finish the season with the Rams, the Jaguars, another divisional matchup with the Giants, and then that week, that Washington game. I don't know what that's gonna be, but yeah, man, that's the schedule.
As soon as that defense get 30 points put up on them every other week, they gonna want that black man out of there.
Facts.
Trust me, they gonna want that black man out of there. I can't wait.
Yeah, but I don't see that. I don't see that shit.
I can't
with
wait.
the personnel. That shit ain't.
I can't wait.
30 points week in, week out. You out your fucking mind.
He's too young.
I don't know, man.
He don't know what he's doing.
Why would I say that?
I don't like the scheme.
Why would I say that?
I don't want that black man out.
I already see. Well, we don't know what. Well, I don't know what the scheme gonna be. I know the scheme is base 3-4. So no, I don't want any black man out of anywhere, and I'm not expecting.
I want the brothers to win.
Yeah, but I'm not expecting him to.
He got the star in this.
Listen, fuck all of it. Listen, my thing is, as long as the defense improves, they were fucking dead last. So I don't care if they finished 20th overall. That's an improvement to me, man. So, I'm not looking for them to go from worst to first or no top 10 or none of that shit. I just want them to be competent, at pivotal times in the game, man. I don't want them to give up 29 yards on 3rd and 28 and shit like that. Like, just buffoonery. I want them to be able to stop the run, fucking tackle, have some physicality, look like an NFL defense, which I'm telling you, last year they just didn't. So that's all I'm looking forward to. Next one. I ain't concerned about week 1.
All right, Zay.
Next one, Zay. fucking week 1 shit.
Well,
He concerned about it.
I'm not. I'm well.
Yeah,
it's
you
the
concerned.
Cowboys, you know,
You
I want to
concerned.
see. Yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah, be concerned.
I want to see how my team look under this the new era, Harbaugh era. You feel me? Like this ain't no Dable or Joe Judge coming out there, right? It's a proven coach.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no guy that been an assistant all his career.
Well, you just called him
know?
a scapegoat. So which one is
Look, this is a proven
he
coach.
a proven coach that ain't won shit in
All
13,
right.
14
Hey,
years.
hey.
So, you know, I
But
mean.
he get his team there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's all we got. All he got to do is get the team there,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna make things happen, man. So look, open up week 1 with the Cowboy girls. Let me put that in Cowgirls. Then you know the NFL
Shit
always
means
got to
nothing
set
to
us
me,
up
bro.
with the hard schedule, but it is what it is. We're gonna go out to LA on Monday night. Football, take on the Rams. And, you know, then who we got after that? We got the Titans, which, you know, got the all. I think they're going to be playing up for that game because the old head football coach is over there calling the plays on the offensive side of the ball, and Brian Dable. So I think them boys going to be up for that game. Then we got the Commanders, right? I know, Cardinals? The Cardinals, yeah. So first 4 games, you know, it starts with the Cowboys, right? If we get that dub, I feel like, all right, we sitting good. It's just we need to get on a good start. I'm sick and tired of the season being over by week 5. You know, like it's all about them starting off good, and hopefully it kicks off good on Sunday Night Football, man, against the Girls, right? Look, I think the hardest part of the schedule, I was looking at it on another schedule. But let me see, right? Hardest part of the schedule, I believe. Right, you can have your head all you want to.
Bro, that shit start week 7. Let's not bullshit ourselves. I mean, you got to play at Houston. You get a little bye, and then you go to the Eagles. You got the Commanders, the Jaguars, the Colts, the Niners, the Seahawks, Browns, Lions. I mean, that shit get bad after this week 7. So I don't know how many of those teams gonna be good. You better hope some of them don't be, cause that's a pretty damn good schedule, man.
At the Texans, C.J. Stroud.
That's a pretty damn good schedule, man. No
C.J.
C.J. Stroud. It's the defense, motherfucker. And what's the weakest part of your? What's the weakest part of your offense?
We played them tough.
What's the weakest part of your offense?
What? Oh, we worked on that. We working on that.
What y'all working on?
We got it. We playing bully ball this year, man.
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
We got the line. You can see. In the draft, cooked up Francis Miles Loga.
A rookie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ready.
Okay.
He ready, and we made some pickups on the drive. You know, free agency pickups. So, you know, we gonna be ready to play football, man.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Just sit back and watch, and we gonna go to work, man. But you better be concerned week 1, cause we coming. We coming. All right. Yeah. When that's when it's over. When they meet the Eagles. All right, Nate from upstate. We don't want to hear that. All right.
That's a fact, though.
Nah, it ain't a fact. It ain't a fact. We ain't worrying about that. Last year we dominated y'all in one game. I mean, so it is what it is. Lucky my guy went down in that second game, but yeah, man, that's a giant schedule. Ain't it? You know, it's the Harbaugh era. It's a different day. It's a different day, baby. Big Blue Nation, stand up. All right. I think that's all the schedules we have, right? For the night, man. But if y'all want to talk about the other schedules, we could definitely talk about them at another time. But those are the ones we really had interest in, right? All right, Zay, let's talk about this GOAT talk, man, real quick, man. Right? Okay, we got a few minutes. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the show,
20 minutes. Oh, boy.
yeah, okay. I'm just saying. I'm looking at this time.
I got this shit done for you in 15.
Let's hear about that. Let's hear it.
All right.
Go talk. Let's hear about it.
Yeah. So Zay called me a couple of days ago, and he was like, "Man, what it was? You was asking me. You was in a debate with somebody. It was a young dude, right? Yeah. And he was saying LeBron is his GOAT, right?
Oh, that's a fact.
To why you
I knew it.
Zay, you gotta.
That's why I needed you up
Yeah,
here.
That's a
Zay,
fact. That's
Zay,
a
you
fact,
gotta-
bro. He ain't lying, bro. LeBron's the GOAT, bro.
Zay, you gotta not. You can't argue with the YNs.
No, I want to know what's the stat. Like what's the merit? Like how do we figure out who to go? Like what we going on?
Okay.
All right, so I looked at the definition, right?
Both.
So,
It could be both, to be honest.
I look at the definition.
You can't say
So it said it is used by fans and analysts and athletes to describe the ultimate match player in history of sports. All right, in that sport, in that particular sport, let's say it like that, right? So here that describe the ultimate unmatched player in the history of that particular sport. Look, we talk about the basketball conversation, and like me and B bring this up so many times. I think this is probably our 6th time talking about this in our 9 years doing this show, right? Jordan was on a whole nother level.
That was back then, bro. That was like
This
come on,
back
bro.
then when basketball was being played.
I get it, bro. I get it.
It was like, yo, he was doing it as soon as he came in.
So like the competition
It
level,
was not no slow pace.
the competition was different too, though, bro. You gotta come on, bro. Like
yeah, it was different. And
I feel like
listen,
LeBron played against like better.
Don't
I
let
ain't
these
gonna say
people
it, bro.
lie to you. See, stop watching these
Better
podcasts
competition,
and
bro.
IG shorts. Stop.
LeBron played against Tim Duncan, Stephen Curry, and all them, bro. Jordan didn't play against them, bro. So I mean, come on, bro.
I did.
Played against Suit. Come on, bro. Tim Duncan and them, bro. Stephen Curry. Come on, bro. Like it's a fact though, for real, for real.
No, it is the fact that he played against those guys. However,
Played longer than Jordan. Like he played long. He's still dominating the game now. I mean, like
yeah, we don't care about the longer part. That shit don't
Hey,
mean
Mo, you was in the
everybody
90s.
don't want to pay 20
Mo.
years.
We are Knicks fans.
The shit that Michael Jordan did in 15 years, and you
And
know,
I
it
can't
took Bron
stand you.
23 years to fucking
he
accomplish.
came straight from
half of
high
that
school,
shit.
bro. I mean, hey,
All
man.
of that is great, but there was when Jordan figured out the league, and this as we talking the GOAT debate right now with the Jordan LeBron shit. When Jordan figured out the league and became the best player, there were no other best players. There were no debates. There have been debates whether if it's Steph Curry, is it fucking Kevin Durant, is it Kawhi Leonard?
They wasn't better than LeBron though, bro,
Listen,
especially in his prime.
it's been debated. So my thing is, and he didn't dominate enough to say that he is. We just told you Jordan stopped people from winning. And the only thing that Michael Jordan has done as it pertains, as for me, right, that pisses me off is that he retired. Because guess what?
Why you leave the game, bro? He went to go play baseball. Why you leave,
yeah,
bro?
But that's
Left and came back. That's to me. That's like.
Hold on. It was a mental thing. His father died.
Yeah, I know
So
that, yeah.
did you ever watch The Last Dance?
Of course I did, bro. Come on.
So you
I
ain't
saw
study that
I
shit.
saw a different side of Jordan though. Certain things I didn't like, the way he treated his teammates and all that. I ain't really like that.
How
bro.
did he treat his teammates?
Not really good with the Steve Kerr situation.
Because
Slapping
he
him.
slapped them?
Come
All
on,
right.
bro. And
Steve
the way
Kerr know not
and then
to fuck
Scottie
up.
Pippen don't get really. I don't think he get enough credit, bro. They don't
For-
without him. He don't really. Jordan don't win. It's like kind of like Scottie Pippen was that sidekick dude. You know what I'm saying?
He was the sidekick dude, and guess what?
I
Do
just
you
feel like
know that Michael made fucking Scotty? Y'all be coming in here talking like Scottie Pippen was motherfucking Kobe Bryant when he first
He
came
was
into.
the elite defender. I know
Hold
that.
on, he was an elite defender. Scottie Pippen, I'm not saying he was ass, but that's all he was, an elite defender. As it pertains to his offensive game,
He averaged
Mike-
about 17, 18. I mean,
yeah, for his career, he averaged like 16 and some shit. That's terrible. Compared to the players that LeBron played with. LeBron played in the playoffs and everything else, and he still was able to will them to win. People always talk about Pippen. That's one guy.
people try
When
to
I
say,
talk about LeBron, Bosh, Wade, Kyrie, Love, Luka
needed the
Doncic.
help, bro. He needed
yeah,
help, bro.
Listen. Everybody need help, but it's a difference between Michael Jordan only put and everybody. And then people try to talk about Dennis Rodman. The Dennis Rodman thing was one of those situations where the GMs general managers ran the team back then. Free agency wasn't a popular thing. So having meetings and sitting down at the fucking Fountain Blue in Miami, having dinner and saying, hey, we going to play together, that wasn't the thing. Jerry Krause was the GM of the Chicago Bulls at the time. And guess what? He actually made the Rodman move to piss Jordan off. But at the same time, Jordan, understanding who he is and the type of tenacity or competitive edge that he plays with, he adjusted to the situation. He said, listen, I know Rodman is going to be a headache of a teammate.
He was.
But it's nothing that I can do about this because Krause already brought this motherfucker over.
Yeah.
So now I have to adjust.
Do you
And
know the
that's-
history
Do you know
of
the
Rodman?
history of that?
Rodman?
He was on
Nah,
the Bad Boy
he was doing
Pistons.
that, trying to
He did not
take-
he did not
they
try
tried
to
to take
kill
Jordan
Jordan.
out, yeah.
He didn't. Everybody be like, yeah, he went and got Rodman. He didn't even want Rodman there. Rodman was a headache. They had to go.
He
You
helped
saw it
him
on there. He had
yeah.
to go to Vegas to get him from a brothel.
Yup.
Hey, LeBron
Like,
LeBron never had to go through that. Right.
Nah, he just had good players around.
He had to go through the social media era,
I
which
respect him.
everybody gets an opinion. I get that.
I respect him, man.
But come on, man. Listen,
I respect Bron,
Mike
bro,
went
for
to the
real.
finals 6 times and
LeBron
got
went to-
6 finals MVPs
That's cool.
and got 6 rings.
That's
And I'm
cool,
not. That's
bro.
the icing on the cake. I ain't even talking about the individual statistics, the 10 scoring titles, and the defensive player of the year. Like that's
Cool, bro.
yeah, we'll do that the next
Next
time.
time.
It's just too
We'll-
much.
We'll put the criteria, the stats and stuff.
As it pertains to Montana and Brady, Brady fucking cheated.
Oh my God, they always say that, bro. Come on.
Spygate exists. You saying we always say it? You talking about? We talk about facts up here. Spygate exists. Deflategate exists. When you do anything to give yourself an advantage, a competitive advantage, that's not within the rules. You're cheating, son. You can't do that. You can't film motherfuckers. They was the first people to have drones. You can't be filming people practices and shit. Montana, I mean, different era. He played when you can fuck quarterbacks up. Tom Brady won one of the first rings Tom Brady got, he shouldn't even have. The tuck rule is a bullshit rule through and through. He fumbled. Charles Woodson made him fumble, and that game was over. That's the Tom Brady rule, when your arm going forward and you fumble, because that's a fumble, and now it's called the incomplete pass. That's the Tom Brady rule, bro. And that got him his first ring. That was the Raiders ring that they stole. And I don't know what they had against the Davis family or whatever. The league is, full of shit with that. It's been a lot of stuff that happens within the game. Like, Tom Brady, he got the moments too. He do. I ain't going to say that he don't have no moments. But there's some asterisks. You can't be fucking losing, getting outplayed by Eli Manning and shit. Like, no shade. I'm just saying, if you supposed to be the greatest, you can't be fucking getting outplayed by Nick Foles, a backup. You can't be doing that.
I mean,
I'm just saying no. Like when the lights was brightest, Montana, he put in work, and you could say people would be like, yeah, he had the greatest receiver of all time. He had him twice. He got 2 rings without Jerry Rice. So I think that he was the perfect guy for the West Coast system. They invented the system. The system was ahead of its time. Am I right? It was ahead of its time with Bill Walsh and Joe Montana, and they ran that shit to perfection. And that's why he just became an unstoppable force.
Here's my thing with the quarterback situation, right? I understand you brought the cheating thing up and everything, of course. All right, but he left that system in New England, right? And went to Tampa Bay and won there. With Joe Montana left.
I cannot tell you
he
how.
Left.
I can't.
He
Stop.
left.
Stop, bro.
Let me finish. He left San Fran.
He
went to KC.
He didn't leave. KC was not championship ready when
I'm
he
just
went
saying.
there. They weren't championship ready. Tampa Bay was a playoff team that just needed a competent quarterback. They were a dominant defensive force, and the only reason why they didn't make the playoffs or weren't successful because they had Jameis Winston throwing it to the other team every other possession. He had 30. Look it up. He had 33 touchdowns and 30 picks in the season. When they finally got a competent, I stand by this shit. You could have got Aaron Rodgers. You could have got anybody that was competent enough to play the quarterback position, put and inserted them in Tampa Bay, and they'd have won that shit. It was nothing that Tom did. They were loaded.
I actually talked to one of the coaches on the staff, man. They said as soon as he got in the
I don't
building,
give a fuck
and
what
that's
they
why I
do.
talk about
Yeah, anybody would be
play a role.
No.
The leader.
No.
That Tom Brady.
It would have been the same thing if you know what they.
It just
do
everybody. It was strictly business.
Do you know what the players were happy about when Tom Brady walked in? They knew his ass wasn't gonna throw 30 picks. We can win with this, 40 or not. We know that he is not gonna fuck a game up for us the way that Jameis Winston had done on numerous occasions, and it came to fruition. That's it.
7 championships.
You can say that all
7
day,
championships,
man.
bro.
You can say that all day because why does that only apply to the quarterback position? We never at any time said, if that's the case, you saying 7 championships. So fuck LT, the greatest defensive player of all time, Charles Haley, because he got 5 rings. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But then motherfuckers, because I'm talking about his mans now, is oh no, it don't apply. No, the greatest. Listen, when you watch the tape, the greatest defensive player we've ever seen is LT. Yes, is he the winningest? No. He has 2 championships. He was part of 2 championship teams, but he's not the he's the greatest defensive player of all time, based off what he did individually at the position and how he changed the game, not because he won the most championships.
Great leader.
Man, listen, here you go. He wasn't no great. Yeah. I'm about to say, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It can't just apply to one position. We can't just say somebody's the greatest quarterback because they were the winningest guys. Nobody had ever talked about Joe Montana and maybe, I don't know, Terry Bradshaw being the 2 greatest because they were tied with rings 4-4. Terry Bradshaw never been in the greatest quarterback debate. And he was like 4 for 4. But them stats is fucking regular as fuck. 212 touchdowns, 212 picks. We talking about playing the position individually. He was not.
At that time, they was like throwing the ball.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Running the ball. If you got a good defense like he had, that was called.
Bro, you throwing. If you got
defense.
listen, you saying that he wasn't throwing the ball like that. If you got the same amount of touchdowns and interceptions, y'all was doing some throwing, motherfucker. You ain't gonna say y'all wasn't throwing the ball. Man. That's 400 pass attempts. 212 of them shits went for touchdowns, and the other 200 went for interceptions. So that's why the debate always comes to this, because we always use championships. What championships do is they do boost a player that is statistically gifted or has the stats to match. Like if Dan Marino had won 2 Super Bowls, he would be even more elevated in the conversation because he had won. But as an individual who, man, you should see Dan Marino first 5 years. He revolutionized throwing.
Where you want to see them top players? And when in the biggest games, right?
Some of them don't ever make it.
We want to see.
When you got, listen, it's not the player's fault. When you got, what if he goes to a team that has bad management? What if he goes to a team that never builds around him?
Bro, they hold weight.
It's not that. No,
they can
not
go
in
to that front office and tell a man.
Not in the NFL. It's never really been like that in the NFL with a player. You know, they just said they don't want the fucking inmates running the asylum and all that goofy shit. So the players never had the same type of control that NBA players have. Yeah. LeBron, that's why I fault LeBron, because I say this. As much power as you had, you could have told your GM, hey, or your owner, listen, I can't do this shit like this. I need players.
He tried.
That's
why he left Cleveland.
That's bullshit. He didn't try. Nobody would have said, no, I don't want to play with LeBron because it's in Cleveland. You kidding me?
You
shitting me?
I'm gone. I'm going to Miami, bro. I'm gone. That's why he left. I'm going to Miami.
When the road gets tough, you just leave. That's the problem with this fucking era.
Yeah,
when the road gets tough, you just move on. You don't want to go through the tough times. He won a
championship with 3 different NBA teams, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. That's LA, Miami, Cleveland,
and
bro.
they were all loaded. And honestly, to go with that team in Miami to only win 2 is a travesty.
Look what he played, bro. He played Dallas and he played Tim Duncan. I mean, of course.
Please don't let me do this shit with Dallas. With one superstar in Dirk.
Dirk Nowitzki was
Fucking
different, bro.
JJ Barea and Jason Terry defending you.
He had a bad series, bro. I get it. He scored 8 points.
Jordan
That's
did
bad.
have
Come on,
Yeah.
bro. He ain't had bad
Jordan-
series in the playoffs.
and
That's the
Jordan
problem.
had
That's what
bad
we're telling
series.
you. Like, killer instinct got to be on. You can't be passive because at the end of the day, like I told June the other day, regardless if you make the right basketball play or you shoot and miss, either way you're gonna get blamed.
He's a pass first. LeBron is a
Listen
pass.
to what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna blame whoever he passed it to. Fucking Donyell Marshall. Nobody gonna blame Donyell Marshall for missing. They're gonna say, why the fuck LeBron passed? Am I right?
Yeah.
So why pass? Just figure it out. If you miss, you miss. But at the end of the day, it's gonna fall on your shoulders anyway. So passing it off, thinking that, oh, if Donyell Marshall missed, it don't fall on me. No, they're gonna be questioning you. This your legacy on the line. So we can continue this shit next
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna continue it next week. Was supposed to be what's the name? Supposed to be
You know, you got anybody?
I think I'm trying to lock them in.
I mean,
tonight.
we could talk for the first
yeah,
hour
yeah.
or 30 minutes.
Yeah,
We can,
I-
go right into
Because
the
we got
debate.
part 2. Because I definitely Zay also asked why Kobe never beat, why his name never mentioned with Joy, right?
Kobe followed that Jordan mantra.
Yeah. So and I was
Nah, he's in the three. I mean, it's it go LeBron, Kobe, then
This boy don't know.
oh,
Okay,
you
bro.
ain't put Kobe in front of Jordan.
You can't put.
You can't put
Nah.
Kobe in front of Jordan.
Nah.
no LeBron, Jordan, then Kobe.
And say, you know what we meant to do? And I said, we talked about it on the phone. We gotta start putting highlights up. Like
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
not even highlights. You gotta watch a game. We gotta start. We gotta watch.
YouTube
watch
is your
a lot.
friend.
Yeah.
Type
Oh,
in.
I do.
Type in.
I already do it. I already watch it. I watch
Type
the finals
in.
and all
Type
that.
in Bulls versus Knicks 1990.
I already seen it. I
1995.
seen it already. I seen it.
You was not impressed. You was just not like.
Come on,
I
bro.
seen the Last Dance. I saw it.
That's
No,
the
no,
line.
no.
No, I said go watch
Watch a
a
game.
real game.
All right, I'ma go
you
watch
can watch
it.
a full game on YouTube
All right, I will.
because maybe you'll get a better understanding.
Then go
of
watch
what
LeBron
this
and
shit
see what he
is
did
We
in the
also want
finals.
to talk about aura too. Like Jordan had an aura with him. Like I don't know if LeBron also did too.
Did you see the top? Did you see when they introduced the top 75 players of all time a couple years ago at the All-Star game?
Pretty-
All-Star weekend? You probably didn't.
Nah, I'ma say
Go watch
yeah,
that. Go watch that clip, and listen to the crowd when LeBron go, and listen to the Brown. It's levels to this shit. Just like we say with Hall of Famers, it's 326 Hall of Famers, but all the Hall of Famers that are in there, or 356, whatever the number is, they're not all created equal. You have tiers. You have your third. You have this tier. You have these guys. You have these guys, and then you have these guys. Jordan is a man. He your greatest player's favorite player. He's your favorite player's favorite player, bro.
Oh man. So look, we're gonna continue this part 2 of this GOAT talk, man. The criteria I definitely want to get for being a GOAT.
Moments is definitely one.
Moments too.
It's the moments for LeBron, man. Too many lowlights
Yeah.
in on big stages, man.
Oh, my-
So we're gonna get into all that come next week.
Just
Also
saying.
supposed to have sports versus relationship. We'll definitely put that out there for look out for that next week. So man, we got a lot of things coming up, man. The anniversary show will be coming up real soon. So be on the lookout for that. The flyer should be out soon. Still have my sister working on it. She just hit me up. She's putting the finishing touches on it. So be on the lookout for that. And a lot more, man. Great show today. Great show. We got the Blazing Smith show coming up next. So stay locked into the A Squad Rubber Radio YouTube TV. Go Knicks tonight. We about to actually tip off in a few minutes. So I'm about to rush home and get ready for that, man. And that's pretty much it. Reg, thanks for joining us at the
No
table,
problem.
man.
Appreciate
You
y'all having me.
welcome.
Thank you.
Man, you got homework. Fuck all that thanks for having me shit. You got homework, man. Get your ass home, get on the computer, and fucking look up Jordan highlights, Jordan, a whole game, all of that shit, man. Look up people reaction, put Jordan reactions. You might get other players from his era that will tell you about him and what he did and how fucking upset they are. Ask Charles Barkley, he pissed. Reggie Miller, he's
Charles
pissed.
and Reggie, thought they
Patrick
had it.
is pissed.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
come
not be
on
all
now.
Jolly happy right now. I probably had one. It wasn't for that guy, man.
Just
But,
saying.
yeah,
You got homework, man.
Karl
Karl Malone is
Malone,
pissed.
John Stockton, yeah.
2 times.
And guess what?
Yeah,
All
every
them guys, you said the competition ain't shit. I just named 7 Hall of Famers.
That's only 7.
Oh, what's more? I ain't even get to Gary Payton.
I was about to say.
I ain't even
Sean Kemp.
Like I ain't even get to Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler ended up getting one with Hakeem when Jordan was out the league. Yeah. But remember, he went up against Jordan when he was with Portland.
No, second one.
Yeah.
Second one.
I took it personally. That was a real thing. They was trying to say that Clyde was the guy.
The guy, yeah.
Jordan said, "All right, I'm gonna show you."
Yeah. All right, man. We gotta go.
Got fucking homework.
See y'all next week. Same time, same place. Off the Top Sports Radio. Deuces, we out. Now I'm about to fall.
Press the play button. No, it ain't coming on, man. They can hear us. Thank you.
Come here. Come here. Come here. I wanna leave. Come here. I'm tryna come here. Baby, let's go. Come here. I wanna leave. Come here. I'm tryna come here. Baby, let's go. Come here. Why am I telling you come here? Girl, you know what I done here. Known for making you come twice. Why is it going in one ear and not the other? Tryna leave. I touch it. Where to? Ain't got a clue. Fuck that, cause we got each other. Fuck it, I'ma try. I might tell a joke, my baby, but I'll never lie. I don't want them other bitches. I'd rather die than leave. They so tired of me. Here to knock me off my track. I just bow the weed. Yeah. Come here. I wanna leave. Come here. I'm tryna come here. Baby, let's go. Come here. I wanna leave. Come here. I'm tryna come here. Baby, let's go. Come here. Come here. She having fun for you. She got the wrong punch, yeah. I put the one thumb in her wrong, she yeah. Give her a little tongue, so she don't come, so she come, yeah. She tryna jump on you, say I pump on fit. 3 a.m. 2 can call. What's that? Had the money. Think that boy hitchhike, why he forever dummy? They ain't ready for me. My ops dead above me. Gas beef like hand-me-downs, they don't ever want it. Back to you, come here.